What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Report, and today is my first Fantasy Battle 9th Age report. Now, I do have a game against Red. Red brought out his Warriors of the Dark Gods. I brought out my Orcs and Goblins, which I'm just going to just say Orcs from now on, because I will bring Goblins, it's just they're mostly Orcs. Anyways, I have... this is our first game. We're playing out with different options. We're trying to see what our units do. There's a couple things that we wanted to try out. So we sure enough just did like a 2,200 point game. We're going to just see what we brought and kind of go over like, we're going to make mistakes. I mean, that's part of the reason why I do these videos, is because it helps me learn from my mistakes. But anyways, we're going to make mistakes, and we're just going to go with it. We're just having fun. This was actually a very fun game. Anyways, let's go over what I brought to the table. I got my first unit here with a blurry picture, 27 Savage Orc Biggins, with one character in the front, which is my level 4 Neander Orc, quote-unquote, shaman with the spirit tattoos. Every time I say spirit tattoos, I think spirit fingers. You know what I mean? Bring it on. But anyways, with the lucky shrunken head, that's what it is. And then I got my big Stabadon on the left side there. I'm sorry that it's a little blurry. Can't see the full glory of the big Stabadon. Over here, I brought, holy shit, my black orcs, or iron orcs, as in 9th Age says. They are, I want to say like roughly 17 or 18 black orcs with basically one. What do they have? Their banner is, the banner gets 5 up ward against shooting. I do have my two characters in the front. My two characters are Bebop and Rocksteady. Bebop is now a black orc, and he has Mork's war banner, and then Rocksteady is a orc war boss. He's not a black orc. Orc war boss with Crown of Command, or Crown of Dominion. I think a 4 up ward, and I forgot what else I brought on him. There's other options I could play with, though. And over here, I got my unit of Spider Riders. I got 8 Scouting Spider Riders with a full command, as well as 2 characters in the front. The 2 characters are my level 2 Goblin Shaman, as well as Lord Chickenhead. That is Lord Chickenhead on a spider. Alright, so now Chickenhead scouts. Not only that, he's actually leading a unit finally. This is something that he's been waiting for. It's his dreams of leading a unit, and now his dream is fulfilled. He has a flaming lance. He has what is that armor? Armor of Destiny still. I did fix the model a little bit differently. Like right now you can see it this way, but I actually gave him like a little throne to sit on. And I put the chicken facing the right way. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Anyways, Chickenhead is proudly going to be running in that unit. I got my Arachnarok Spider here, which I'm glad that it's 80 points cheaper. I have a test unit here of Orc Lads with the Flaming Banner. They have the Mark of the Boss. The Boss is the Orc General that's in the Iron Orcs. So they have flaming shots with crossbows. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, so they have the crossbows and shields, or crossbows and heavy armor, I'm sorry. And then I brought a Spear Chucker just for the hell of it. I had some extra points. I decided to throw a Spear Chucker. No Doom Divers, no Mangler, no Goblin Fanatics. This is my 2,200 points. I felt like I was going pretty damn light. And in all honesty, it is pretty damn light because the Iron Orcs take a huge chunk of points. But anyways, as for my opponent, he brought that huge block in the back is 30 Marauders. Okay, I know they look like everything else but Marauders, but it's Marauders. They have, I believe, spears and shields, and I think that's about it, but it's a little bit more than 30. It's like 34. He has a unit of Seleneshi Hellstriders, whatever they're called in this edition, in the front right there. He also has his Hell Cannon, which is also called the Warp Cannon now. He has over here a huge block of, or not huge, but like 15 Warriors of the Dark Gods, and then over here he has more Slaneshi steeds. Over here he has 6 trolls. Now these trolls are led by the BSB, and the BSB is taking this potion drink that makes him huge. It makes him basically Throg. So Throg will be joining that unit. As for turn 1, he did Vanguard. My scouts popped up to the side here by the trolls. He is going to go ahead and Vanguard up with his Hellstriders, and turn 1 I win the roll-off. So since vanguarded up right here. He left this just way too juicy charge for my Arachnarok. So my Arachnarok charges in. He's going to sit there and stand and take it. So sure enough, that happens. Over here, I move my scouts up just to the out of the view of the charge arc of the trolls. And then I just basically moved everybody up. My savages on the left actually have the banner of swiftness, which gives them a good +1 movement, which is awesome. And then magic phase, I got 8 power dice. I go ahead and I try to throw Fist of Gork. He stops me. I try to throw up Zap, and he stops me. So that was it for my magic, basically. As for my Goblin Shaman, the reason I took a Goblin Shaman in this scouts, basically, is because I'm trying to get the sneaky stabbing, or whatever it's called, sneaky slicing, to get armor piercing and rerolls on hits and wounds and all that stuff on the side flank. But the problem here is it's not a signature anymore. So I thought I was going to get it automatically. I roll the dice and I don't get it. I got Vindictive Glare, and well, actually I got something worse. I think I got something else. I got the distracting one, which is like stay quiet, and then I got Vindictive Glare. So Evil Eye, should I say. Over here, these guys are going to start my shooting phase. They're going to shoot all their 10 crossbow shots into the trolls, and I did 1 wound. In all honesty, I forgot that crossbows are strength 4 because I never used crossbows. So I probably would have got an extra wound or 2 on that, but they are flaming shots that went straight into the trolls. He took a wound. Over here, the Arachnarok's taking the first attack here, or actually I think he attacked first, but he just didn't wound me. My Arachnarok goes, kill 3 of these guys. The goblins go, they didn't. I think they killed, maybe whatever. Maybe they killed 1. I don't remember. But anyways, he's gonna fail his leadership check, and he's gonna run away like so. And sure enough, that was the end of my turn. Chaos turn 1, or Warriors Dark Gods. Dark Gods turn 1. Whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it Dark Gods turn 1. He's going to take a huge charge from his trolls to the Arachnarok. He was just hoping for a Hail Mary there. If not, he's just going to move up anyways. Of course, he fails. He's just going to go ahead and move up all his other units. He did rally those guys. I forgot to mention over on the left side, you see that fungus that's floating up in the air? That is a level 2 wizard on a Discazinch. Casino Discazinch. Casino chips. Magic phase, he got 8 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw up Breath of Corruption and give these guys poison breath weapon. I said, okay, go ahead, do it. I don't care. He's going to go ahead and do Cleansing Infestation. And he gets it off. He rolls 4 dice, and he rolled 4 6s. Holy shit. So this guy, it definitely goes off. It's going to be a magic missile towards my savages. Now, his general gets, for their tribute, it gives them +1 toughness. So sure enough, he's going to go ahead and throw it onto, I believe, the Warriors and the Trolls, I believe, or the Hellstriders and the Trolls. I don't remember which one which. But sure enough, he goes ahead and does that magic missile. It kills off 1 Savage Orc. Now I have to take a toughness test or a strength test, and if I pass it, basically the spell stops. But if I fail it, it continues to bounce. It bounces actually because I failed it. Kills off 5 more savages. Tries to bounce it again. I stop it that time. And it just ends right there. His miscast, he takes a strength 6 hit right on top of him. It does nothing, basically. His Hell Cannon's going to go ahead and start off shooting phase, and he's going to shoot at my savages, and holy shit, he drifts a little bit, but it hits 3 dudes and kills off 2. Oh, man, this is sucking. He's whittling away my savages already. I really need to bring like a horde of 40 is what it is. But, yeah, anyways. Over here, his Hellstriders are going to go ahead and throw their throwing axes. If they are Hellstriders, they might just be Marauder Horsemen. And sure enough, to kill off 1 of my savages, and that is the end of his turn. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 2. The Wog! Holy crap! I'm going to go ahead and charge with the Arachnarok into the Marauder Horsemen. I'm going to charge the freaking Black Orcs into the Warriors. I'm going to charge the Savages into his Marauders on the left, and he's going to flee and try to make me chase him, but I pass my redirect and I go right into the Marauders, and sure enough, everybody gets in. The Banner of Swiftness really paid off, because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't have gotten in. Black Orcs got in great, and the Arachnarok gets in. You know what really helped is the Swift Stride for calling out the Wog. That is insane. It helps with those long charges. Over here, I was contemplating charging these guys into the side flank, but I figured, you know what? The trolls are still out of range. I could get a side flank or a rear charge when time comes. I'm just going to go ahead and keep on picking on these guys. So I just moved up the right there. Magic phase. I got 7 power dice. I try to throw up some of the, or actually I throw up the vindictive glare. It goes off, and sure enough, I shoot it at these guys, and I kill off one of the trolls. That's awesome. I go for Oi no dying onto my Arachnarok. He stops me, and sure enough, I think he used a Dispel Scroll. Then I try to go Fist of Gork, and I throw it off onto my Shaman, and it gets it off, and I'm +3 strength, +3 attacks right now. And that's it. As for close combat, or actually for shooting, I failed to wound any of the trolls again because he boosted their toughness, and I forgot that my crossbows are strength 4. The Arachnarok destroys these Hellstriders. I could have reformed and faced off at the trolls, but I was trying to overrun, hoping to get either away from the trolls more, like out of their line of sight. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just faced them, but at the same time, I figured if I'm closer to the general, I'll be stubborn at least. So sure enough, I just overran this way, or chased them this way, I guess. No, it was overrun. It was overrun. My bad. Close combat over here. He goes ahead and he swings. Now, guess what? His Warriors of the Dark Gods are weapon skill 5. My Black Orcs are weapon skill 5. I get to choose which weapon I'm going to use. I use a hand weapon shield, which gives you -1 to hit. So now his Warriors, which normally used to hit me on 3s and 4s, no problem, are going to hit me on 5s. He rolls, he only gets like 4 hits. Out of those 4 hits, he only does 2 wounds that go through. I go ahead and I hit back, and holy shit, I got devastating attacks for the Wog. I got that whole front row. I got my General, I got my BSB in that unit, and I hit him, and I kill like 5 Warriors. He's losing combat. He's going to go ahead and take a panic check, and he runs. He fails, and he's going to run, and my Black Orcs chase him down on turn 2. Holy crap, they just wiped out that unit. This move right here put the fear of God in him. He was like, oh shit, I do not want to face those Black Orcs anymore. And that's just insane. Over here, this combat, the big Stabadon kills off 2 dudes. Okay? He goes first and he attacks and he kills off like 6 of my savages, and I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be ugly. I brought spears, I didn't bring extra hand weapons, so now I lost that 3rd rank. I've been losing guys the whole time on turn 1. Now these guys are really weak. I'm gonna go ahead and swing back, and with the devastating attack, BAM! Holy shit! I killed off like 11 guys, minus the 2 for the big stabba. So I killed off like 9 guys. Holy crap. I am winning combat res on this one. He fails his leadership check, and sure enough, he's going to run off the board, or run towards the edge of the board. I chase him, but I don't catch him. He gets a chance to rally, and that's how it looks at the end of turn 2. My end turn 2. Dark God Warriors, turn 2. He's going to charge the trolls into my Arachnarok. I knew that was coming. He charges his General into my Arachnarok, and I just moved him to the side so he takes a nice cinematat, whatever, a nice picture. And sure enough, the trolls are in my ass like this. He moves his Marauder Horseman behind here so he can just kind of like pick at my guys and hopefully get a rear charge. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice. He goes ahead and he does Wave of Transformation, which is a magic missile. I use a Dispel Scroll to stop that shit. Fuck that shit. He goes for Putrefying Touch, and he gets it off, and sure enough, these guys have poison attacks now. And he also does a debuff, what lowers my toughness by 1. He's going to go ahead and do his Hell Cannon over here towards my savages, and he gets a misfire. He rolls on the chart, and the cannon blows up the gun. Oh, that's awesome. Over here, his General's going to start off close combat. His General puts on 2 wounds onto my Arachnarok. My Arachnarok does 2 wounds onto the trolls. The trolls go, and they get exactly 5 wounds off. And, yeah, fuck. That hurt. My Arachnarok's dead. That sucks. Alright, well, it's even trade for the Warriors, I guess. And sure enough, he's going to overrun. He starts to overrun because he's trying to get away from the Black Orcs. It's going to start off Orcs turn 3. Orcs turn 3. I'm going to do, look at this. I got 2 side charges. One from the Chicken Heads unit, and the other one from the guys with the crossbows, the Armored Orcs. So I'm going to go ahead and do double charges into the side flank of the Trolls. These guys charged into the Marauders that rallied. Magic phase, I got 6 power dice. And I'm going to go ahead and try to throw up a Fist of Gork onto my general. He stops it. I try to throw up Stay Quiet. I get it off, but I totally forgot about it, to be honest. Sure enough, as you can see, Chicken Head got in. The Orcs did not. Close combat, because I didn't really have any shooting. I think I shot, but it didn't do shit. No, I failed charge. Never mind. I tried to shoot the Spear Chucker into his fungus dude, and I failed to hit or wound it. As for over here, the big Stabba kills off another 2. Now, I'm just saying, I was questioned the other day about on 8th edition about why do I always take the big Stabba. So far, it's been +4 combat res for like 15, 20 points, wherever it's worth. So I like the big Stabba just for that reason alone, just the combat res and easy 1-2 kills. That anytime at all that an Orc or Goblin unit could do wounds first, it's always a bonus because Orcs are so slow. So that's why Fanatics are great, Manglers are great, that's why Chariots are great, and that's why the big Stabba is great. Anytime that you could just bam hit them and then they do wounds automatically, it really does weaken their forces. It really does give you an opportunity to just, more or less survive, I guess. Anyways, over here he goes ahead and kills off 2 of my savages. My savages go and they kill off like 8 of his dudes. And sure enough, I win combat again. He's going to go ahead and run, and he runs off the table. I have to chase, though, because I'm frenzied. Over here, Chicken Head hits. He challenges with Throg. I accept with my champion. So my champion sits here, he gets crushed, gets killed by 2 wounds. Chicken Head goes, he has the Flaming Lance, and he hits 1 troll for 3 wounds, or hits 3 wounds on trolls. And sure enough, the single troll that's remaining kills off 2 more guys, and my guys fail to wound the rest of the trolls because he regens them. So sure enough, I think he actually might have won combat. I did 4 wounds, or he did 4 wounds, I did 3. No, I won combat. He's going to go ahead and do his panic check. His general's right behind him. He makes it. He reforms this way, and now I'm in trouble. And sure enough, this is how it looks on his turn. Chaos turn 3, I think this is. He's going to go ahead and charge his fungus dude into my Spear Chucker. I can't do anything about it. He's going to move his Lord right in front of my Orcs with the Flaming Banner because he doesn't want me countercharging his trolls with my Flaming Banner. Magic Face, he gets 5 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw up, I think whatever he did, I really did stop it. No, he threw a spell out and he rolled double 1s, and that was the end of his Magic Phase. Over here, Throg kills off about 4 of my Spider Riders. My Spider Rider, or Chicken Head goes, he loses his flaming weapon, but he still does 2 wounds. That's what he does. He does 2 wounds, kills off 1 troll, does another wound. His trolls go and they kill off the last Spider Rider. My Goblin Shaman doesn't do shit, so he's gonna go ahead and start allocating attacks. His trolls attack my my Goblin Shaman. He does 3 wounds. Now my Goblin Shaman has the Talisman of sneaky stealing saves and Trinket of stealing saving or something like that. Stay steals, whatever. I don't know, whatever it's called. And which means that I could use whoever's armor or regen or ward or anything that they have that protects them on myself. So I use his own regen against him, and I rolled 3 regen saves. That's fucking awesome. He's like, what the hell? So he allocated all the rest of the attacks onto Chicken Head. He got 2 wounds off, and I made 2 armor saves. I didn't even have to get to ward saves. Holy shit. Chicken Head and the Goblin Shaman are holding down trolls. And he's just like, this is rough. Sure enough, though, because he killed off all the goblins, I am losing combat. I'm losing by 2, so I roll a 6. I need to roll a 6, I'm sorry. But I failed. I rolled an 8. And sure enough, my 2 characters are going to run. He's going to chase, but he doesn't catch me. And as for over here, his Fungus Lord killed my Spear Chucker. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 4, I think this is. Savages come back on board. They're going to face this way towards his Hell Cannon. He's going to go ahead and I do not rally these guys. I really wanted them to rally. Unfortunately, they didn't, and now I'm going to run off the table, and that's that. I move the Black Orcs over here, and Magic Phase, I got 9 power dice. Go ahead and throw up the Foot of Gork. I know this is not the right template, but you know what? It's nostalgia's sake. I throw up the Foot of Gork onto the warp or the Hell Cannon over here, and it drifts off and does nothing. On my magic, I went for Zap. Yeah, it's still magic. I went for Zap, and I shoot it at the Hell Cannon, and it does 1 wound. I actually think Zap is a little bit better than the Foot of Gork now, because Zap allows you to, it's like auto damage as long as they're in range. You don't have to worry about hitting them, or you know. The Foot is nice, though, because it has a Strength 8 modifier if you do the big spell, which is pretty decent, but, and multiple wounds, but besides that, I mean, I think Zap's the way to go. So sure enough, I do 1 wound out to him. He's going to go ahead, and I think that was it for my turn. I really couldn't do much. I shot at him with the flaming orcs, but at his trolls, but I failed to wound because he still has his toughness up. And yeah, it's going to start off his turn. He's going to charge both his lord and his disc shaman wizard dude into my orcs here. Those orcs are done. Those orcs are done. Over here, he charges his hell cannon into my savages. And sure enough, this is how it looks right now. His trolls decided to run further away from my black orcs. He doesn't want to face my black orcs at all. He's trying to avoid combat with the black orcs. Magic Phase got 7 power dice, and I'm going to go ahead and, or he's going to go ahead and do something or other. I forgot, like breath attacks, I guess. And he gets it off. He's going to go and start off close combat, kills off 4 of the guys, does his breath attack weapon, kills off 1 more guy, does the disc kills off 1 more guy. His wizard goes in, or thunderstomps go, it kills off everybody but 1 guy. That 1 guy's going to run, and he dies automatically because he's a BSB, or not BSB, a banner. And sure enough, he's going to be there for his turn. It's going to start off over here. My savages do 3 wounds onto the Hell Cannon. The Hell Cannon goes and attacks back, and it does 1 wound. The cool thing about the Hell Cannon right now, guys, is he's not like a freaking ridiculous armor, ridiculous ward, and then splitting it to the dwarves. He just took it straight. And I was like, holy shit, it's easier to kill the Hell Cannon now. So now Chickenhead might be able to take these things on like he tried to before. Anyways, I win combat. He's unbreakable. It's going to start off, I believe this is my turn now. He did reform his general. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I'm charging the Black Orcs into his general. Fuck it. And they get in. Woo! Oh, man. Magic Phase got 9 power dice. Going to go ahead and throw a Bashing Fist onto my champ. I get it off. So now my champ is just as strong as my shaman. And that's it. We're going to go to close combat. Bam! Kill out the freaking Hell Cannon. Over here, I'm going to start attacking with my general. My general does 1 wound onto his general. He has a ward save. He has the Sword of Striking or Bashing or whatever it's called. And he is touching my banner. So he's like, oh, it's going to be, I get 2s to hit. I go, why? Because he's like, oh, I'm a higher weapon skill and whatever. I'm like, well, now it's 3s to hit or 4s to hit. I forgot what it was. I think it's 3s to hit. So it lowered his to hit ratio down. It lowers his ward off, basically. I think he just had like a 6-up ward or a 5-up ward for being a demon. And sure enough, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with everything I got, and I do 2 wounds to him. He's going to go ahead and attack me back. He does 2 wounds onto my unit, and that is it. His Thunder Stomp was horrible. I won combat. I charged. I got 2 ranks. He's going to be unbreakable, I believe. And sure enough, that is going to start off his turn. Chaos turn 5. He's going to charge his other dude into my Black Orcs, hopefully to help him out and get some wounds in. Magic Phase got 6 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw up whatever, like poison attacks and something else. I forgot, but he's boosting his own toughness up. He's just trying to stay alive. Over here, he only kills off 1 dude, just 1. And I do, looks like 1 more wound onto him. Yep, 1 more wound. He only has 1 wound remaining. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 6. These guys are trying to come in. They really can't do much, but the one thing it does do is let my shaman get closer. So I do Magic Phase, get 7 power dice, and I try to throw up Fist of Gork onto my general. Actually, I don't think Fist of Gork reached, so I just went for straight zap onto the Hellstriders. Kill those motherfuckers off. They're done. They're dead. And then over here, I try to do Oi No Dying onto my unit, and he dispels it. Close combat. I kill his general. Bam! Finally. Woo! he goes in and attacks. He does 3 wounds onto me. His other guy runs, and I believe he runs off the table, or I catch him, or something like that. Might have just killed him outright. And sure enough, I think I killed him outright. I just reformed this way, facing his trolls. It's his turn 6. It's the end of the game. He doesn't have to charge, but he's like, fuck it. I already lost. Let's just try it. So he's going to charge his trolls into my Black Orcs. I'm like, bring it. Come on. Charges in, gets in. I do 1 wound onto Throg. Fake Throg. He goes ahead and attacks. He actually does like a shit ton of wounds. I kill off 1 of his trolls. Do 2 wounds onto another. He kills off a bunch of my Black Orcs. I believe I lost combat actually. And I'm going to go ahead and roll on my Crown of Command, and I stick there for a round, and that is the end of the game. It is a massive Orcs and Goblins victory. Holy shit. That went way different than I thought it was going to go. I usually have problem with Chaos armies, especially in close combat. I brought basically a whole close combat army list. I mean, there was only 2 shooting units, really, or 3, which really weren't that great of shots. And yeah, I was really impressed. I mean, that was just nuts. Sure enough, I think that my MVP straight goes into Black Orcs. My Black Orcs just annihilated units. And the fact that Mork's Warbanner turned off the wizards or his general's equipment, that was pretty clutch. Sure enough, I like the fact that Choppa stays on after the first round as long as you don't lose. So those guys were just chopping away at everything we fought. I also think that Chickenhead and the Goblin Shaman just held their own, really. Unfortunately, they ran because the Goblins got punked. But that's something that I'm contemplating changing, like not bringing the whole unit. The one thing that I was thinking about, though, I was like going this over in my head, is I could always pretty much get a side flank with Chickenhead now. And like I said, if I could get that buff off, it would give me armor piercing and rerolls to hits and wounds. That's always going to be a good bonus, a good upgrade. A charge, a side flank, hopefully the banner lives, I get to reroll hits and wounds. I'm always going to be doing like a 4 combat res or something like that easily. You know, just 1 for the flank charge, 1 for the banner, 1 for a charge, that's 3, and I'm guaranteed I'm probably going to do 1 wound on Chickenhead, because he's just lucky. That's always going to be a 4 combat on a side flank, hopefully on a side flank. The only thing that sucks is somebody charges him first, but that's very rare. Yeah, I think that I like the changes on Orcs and Goblins. It made them they're much more devastating. I did take spears on my Savages, which didn't play off any good in this fight here. I am going to make the models with spears anyways, but I'm going to keep the other ones with hand weapons so I could always choose and just decide who I want to play as. I know spears, technically spears don't, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't lose any attacks for having spears, because I'm always getting that 3rd row to attack instead of the 1st row getting an extra attack. And plus I get the shields. The only thing that makes a difference on is if I'm going in horde formation to get a few more attacks, but I'm going to lose that lethal strike. The lethal strike on cavalry is going to be pretty nice, especially if it pays off against like some 1-up armor monsters cav or something like that. So I think I'm probably going to stick with spears, but for the most part, but we'll see. Guys, this was a freaking ridiculously fun game. I know the rules change, kind of like it's different. It's harder to deal with. It's harder to learn. I'm pretty sure we got the miscast table wrong. Dan brought up what he said it is, but I didn't really believe it. He said basically it depends on how many dice you miscast with versus just miscasting in general. I noticed there's no mysterious woods. I couldn't find anything on mysterious woods. If you guys know anything about that, please put it in. If not, they're just all regular woods. Besides that, I think I got, for the most part, the rest of it right. I don't know about his list, the chaos list. I don't know what rules he changed or didn't change, or he forgot. But yeah. I am looking forward to doing bigger point games, getting some boar chariots in there. I know I'm on my 9th age review I said there's nothing changed with the boar chariots, but somebody corrected me and said that I get lances and biggin upgrades automatically, which means strength 7 charges. Strength 7 charges, that's nuts. There's so many options with the characters you could do with this list, and that's just the part that's like, I don't know what to do. I'm overwhelmed with all the stuff I want to try and do. I like the fact that squig herds are 35 points now. That's pretty cheap, just for 5 guys. But they're initiative 4 and strength 5, 2 attacks apiece. That's 10 attacks. That's more than the Arachnarok at an initiative similar to the Arachnarok, with the strength the same as the Arachnarok. The only difference is the defense is nowhere near the Arachnarok. But still, I mean, if you can find since nobody has always strikes first, it's actually easier to find people who will be slower than them, which is interesting. Not many people slower than them, but still, that's going to be fun. Anyways, I'm just rambling about 9th age. I think 9th age is a great, good boost for the love of this game, more or less. And I can't wait to try different things, different options, and whatnot. As for my orcs with the crossbows, I didn't give them a fair shot because I didn't do my strength 4 on them. I was only doing strength 3 shots for some reason. They are pretty pricey for the heavy armor crossbow upgrade. You could get the same amount of regular orcs with bows for about 40 points less, and pretty much would have had the same result roughly. But I don't know. It's fun to play with that idea. There's just so many options. I really don't know what to do at the moment. But as of right now, this army destroyed its first opponent, and I'm looking forward to smashing some more people very soon. I'm gonna try a game on Thanksgiving with my brother and see how that goes. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't, hit the like and subscribe. I'm going to be putting up a lot more 9th edition content than anything. I do have games from 8th edition that I didn't put up yet, but I was just so excited to just jump straight to this 9th video, and I'll be putting those up as soon as I can. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and take care. Peace. Hit like, subscribe, share my videos. Share them. Get the word out. Come on. I only have like 320 subscribers or something like that. I need more subscribers, guys. How the hell are other channels getting like thousands, and I got like 300? Anyways, guys, take care. Peace.